Well, folks, it looks like we're back once again after a long stint on vacation. I tell you what, it feels good to be back. Welcome to the Channel Shifters Podcast. I am, of course, your host, Jay, and joining me as always are my two friends, Brian and Tony. Feels good to be back. Guys, how you doing? How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I was contemplating doing the intro in a Boomhauer with a Boomhauer impression, but I'm like, I feel like if I was gonna do that, I would have had to have somebody like David do it. David is way more accurate.
Dang on, man, you click it's real easy, man.
Yep, man.
I can kinda do it.
Yeah. No, that is pretty
but
close.
I'm more Hank Hill.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
But yeah, so obviously we'll be talking about the King of the Hill revival, King of the Hill season 14, which is what I was like, I looked this up beforehand so I knew what the season number was so I could say it properly because I knew that was what the title was going to be. But yeah, we're going to be covering season 14 of King of the Hill. I'm excited. We've covered animated revivals before, specifically with Futurama, so that's definitely going to be a comparison point here. I will say before we get into the main discussion, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I feel like this is the best animated revival to date.
I think I can agree with that.
I mean, like the only ones that have come out so far are the Futurama one, and I mean Adventure Time doesn't count because that's more of a spin-off. But yeah, I would say and don't get me wrong, if you've watched our Futurama episodes, we really enjoyed the new season of Futurama. But we'll get into why King of the Hill was a better revival in the main discussion. But yeah, man, it's good to be back. We've been gone for a few weeks. I've been on vacation, therefore forcing the pod to be on vacation itself. But we have returned, and it is good to be back. So, as per usual, we cannot start an episode of the podcast without first jumping right into the news with Brian. What do you got for us, Brian?
All right, so like Jay said, it's been a while. There was no like big earth-shattering news that happened while were on break, but there were a few smaller ones that I think are noteworthy, so I think we've done this once before. Gonna shotgun a couple smaller stories.
Go for it.
That's okay with you?
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, VivziePop Studios announced that they are doing a Homestuck pilot.
What?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. For you youngins out there, Homestuck was a big thing in the Tumblr era. It was a very popular comic / fandom in the Tumblr era. Holy shit. But it makes a lot of sense that definitely fits VivziePop's team and their brand.
Yep, and the lead character will be voiced by none other than Toby Fox.
Oh shit! The creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Toby Fox? Or is that Undertale?
Undertale.
Okay, my bad. Don't take away my gaming card. I'm like, I knew it was one of those bigger indie games. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah. I know he was a big part of the Homestuck fandom because Undertale was a Homestuck game. Fun fact.
So that'll be cool.
That's
and given
awesome.
Like all the fandom and stuff behind that, easily it's probably going to get picked up by somebody.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, given Vivzi's close relationship with Amazon, I'm guessing my money's on Amazon.
Maybe, but we are going to set sails for something completely different on the before season 2 can even come out. It was already announced season 3 of the live action One Piece.
Oh yeah, that was announced with the trailer out, which I mean, I know it's probably in trailer talk, but I obviously I've already seen the trailer because it was all over social media while I was on vacation.
So. I haven't, but I thought that it was.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, while I was on vacation, I was obviously on social media, and that was everywhere.
Now, I hinted at this to the. We're really excited for it because season 1 was great. But I hinted at this to you guys, but James Gunn did confirm about his next project online that it is going to be related to the Super family, and that he said that it is the next in the quote-unquote Superman saga.
Real quick, semi-related question. Peacemaker season 2 comes out this month, right? Like, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's coming out this week, actually, of recording.
Nice, sweet.
And that's if anyone was wondering like why Superman on digital was coming so soon, that's why, because
Peacemaker. Yeah.
apparently season 2 ties into Superman, so they wanted people who weren't able to go to the theaters to see it. But anyway, so we don't know what this next Superman saga project is going to be, but I've seen speculation from World's
Jimmy Olsen
Finest,
show. Jimmy Olsen show. Jimmy Olsen show.
Justice League thing, a Mr. Terrific spinoff, or Jay mentioned it, that's one of the rumors.
That's the one I heard, and that's the one I want. Because the rumor that I heard was Jimmy Olsen with Gorilla Grodd for some reason. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take it.
Well, what it was is, from what I heard, is the rumor for that is that it's going to be an anthology where it's Jimmy investigating various different villains of the DC universe.
That sounds so much fun. That could give like they could put like a Flamebird spin on that type of shit. Like,
That would sound lit.
obviously different universe, but like, you know what I mean. Like whereas like in My Adventures, he does that show like focused all on cryptids and stuff. He could do this focused on the DC villains. That would be so cool.
Oh yeah.
And I wonder if it could also lead into like a classic Jimmy Olsen shenanigans. I mean, they probably don't have the budget to do all the shenanigans, like him turning into, you know, Elasta Boy or Bouncing Boy or fucking Turtle Lad.
Oh yeah.
He turned into a turtle twice, actually. That's it.
That he did.
True.
It's a,
He also grew super big.
He just-
became.
he just needs to stop drinking everything that he's handed by strange alien people.
Like, bro, Jimmy is the type of motherfucker that doesn't learn.
He doesn't.
Like, think about it.
He really does.
This man chases skirt more than anybody, which gets him into these precarious situations where he consumes weird substances
And-
from alien world.
Also, just be decisive about it. Pick one, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be weak as shit.
But speaking about like relationships and love interests and all that, My Adventures with Green Lantern.
Okay.
They confirmed who is going to be the main love interest for Jessica.
Who is it? Is it
In that
Kyle?
show.
Is it Kyle?
It is Kyle.
Yeah! Finally, my boy gets some love.
Our artist boy, he gets
Ah.
some bullshit.
It has been. I have been waiting for Kyle to show up in animation besides a random background cameo for a long time. And also, because his love interest will also be a superhero, it means he doesn't have to go through the trauma that he went through in the 90s.
But
Yeah.
but
He was
they did
crazy.
confirm. They
He was
did
crazy.
confirm
All right.
that his. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so that happened? The whole Major Force thing happened to him? Dang, that's rough.
That's ass. But
You know the only time that he wasn't like a glorified cameo after his first appearance? He was the Green Lantern of Superman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, that's the only time we saw him.
Right.
But like
But
the funny thing about that is like Kyle has had one of the most interesting dating histories of anybody outside of the Bat family.
Because didn't he date Jade?
He dated Jade, the daughter of Alan Scott. He also dated Donna Troy for a very long time. He and Donna were very, very close. They almost got married.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. But it's like ha funny. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
So because him and Wally were buds as the youngest members of the JLA, he introduced Kyle to Donna because Donna's his best friend, and so there you go.
but also confirmed for the show are Nikki Jones. She's one of the Green Lanterns.
I don't know who that is. Nikki Jones. Is that that's not an Earth Lantern, is it? I'm like, I know all the Earth ones. I'm like, that name doesn't sound familiar. I know all the Earth ones.
Oh, Jade. That's Jade.
Oh, that's what. Oh, I didn't know. I just always thought her name was Jade Scott.
yeah, that's
No.
weird.
I thought her name was Jade Scott this entire time.
Nope. But also
Nikki Jones. That feels weird. That doesn't sound right.
Oh yeah, that's right. She
Also,
wasn't
Kim-
good. Like wasn't
I
her mother?
Yeah. I know her. Yeah, I know her. Her mom was a bad guy. Her and Obsidian's mom was a bad guy.
Rose Thorne, I believe.
Yeah.
And technically,
but-
like the revitalization of that character was like a side story in Superman books.
Yep.
Back in the 70s?
Yeah, in the 70s. Yeah.
Thinky Sasha or someone else.
Probably Sasha. That sounds like a Sasha tangent.
Also, Kilowog.
Oh, okay, nice. I mean, that makes sense. It's a Green Lantern show.
Yep.
We love
and
our big hippo man.
Alex DeWitt. So it's gonna get messy.
Oh, they
God.
got Kyle. They got one of Kyle's exes in here. Oh man.
They got 2 of Kyle's exes apparently.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. That's right. Jade. Yeah.
Jade.
Jade. I forgot. Man, goldfish brain. Yeah. Dang. That is super messy. They got 2 of Kyle's exes in here. Ooh.
He's gonna be the main love interest for this show. So
Oh no. Is this gonna be? Is this gonna be a fucking love quadrangle?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But
Or Jay. It could be like
It could be amicable breakup.
or it could be like one of our least favorite anime tropes of all time.
Oh,
The infinite Stratos syndrome.
please no.
Where these well, the lovely ladies, we don't know like the overall extent of the shit fuckery that's gonna be going on, and they're pining for Kyle. Like, maybe the exes were like, yeah, we had our time with him. We could just vomit out of here. But if that motherfucker just decides to pine for one of them, just a little bit, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, no, that pissed me off for Instant Stratos. Let it go, man. Let it go.
But staying in like space related stuff, Star Wars Starfighter, which for those who don't remember, that is the Ryan Gosling film that Sean Levy is directing.
That was originally Patty Jenkins, wasn't it? And then Sean Levy took it over?
No. Well, maybe the similar scripts, but it's not been confirmed because hers was like directly. I forgot what the name of it was, but Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron.
And this one is confirmed. Like, part of the news is that they confirmed the timeline.
Okay.
It's going to be a few years after the latest saga, latest trilogy.
So after the sequels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, villain actor confirmed.
Okay.
Matt Smith.
Whoa! Oh shit!
Yep.
Okay, that has me interested. I haven't been interested in current Star Wars in a very long time, aside from Andor. But this might actually get me to check it out. I enjoy villain Matt Smith a lot.
Yep. Also, apparently, I didn't realize this, but previously announced for the movie was Mia Goth.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, really?
So Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, Matt Smith, all great actors.
Oh yeah, super stacked.
But last but certainly not least, we probably all saw this coming, but the infamous movie that has been taking the world and Netflix by storm, K-pop Demon Hunters, will be coming to Funko Pop.
Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't have any more room for Funkos, so I stopped collecting Funkos. If they come out with a Labubu though, I'll get the Zoe Labubu. Labubus are small enough to fit on my deck.
If they make a Derpy, I might have to get that one. Which I did not realize that is the canon name for the cat tiger.
The canon
bird is?
Wait, the canon name for the tiger is Derpy?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yep.
What's the bird?
Sat.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a plush of the tiger so bad.
But
I mean, you.
that is your shotgun news for the week.
Nice. Okay, so now that we're done with the news, and I'm so glad that I don't have to come back from vacation with like 6 more in memoriams. I was really scared that we were gonna start off sad. Glad we had just some fun, nice, chill news there. But now we can transition into Screen Time. Screen Time is a segment of the podcast where the guys and I all talk about the various pieces of media we have consumed in between podcast episodes. That can range from anything from movies, TV shows we don't have time to cover, video games, music, YouTube rabbit holes, anything, big media that we have been consuming. I'll start. I have a lot because I've been on vacation, so literally all I've been doing in my downtime besides moving around California was watching stuff. So I'm caught up on all the anime I've been watching, which are My Dress Up Darling. I finally got to sit down and watch all of My Happy Married Season 2, even though nobody else in my family apparently wanted to watch it. But I finished My Happy Marriage season 2. It is a shame we did not get to cover it, but that's just, it's not because of quality, it's because of scheduling. That's just that's just the way it goes.
It was also because of the horrible snafu that happened with the finale.
Oh yeah, because there's that weird delay and we didn't know when it was coming out. Yeah.
And Netflix never really like made an official announcement.
But yeah, I did finally watch season 2. It's great. Hopefully season 3 will be announced and we'll get to cover it because it's some good stuff. I'm fully caught up on My Dress Up Darling, Gachi Akuda, Lord of Mysteries, and I started a series that has been on my list ever since it started, and I heard good things about but never got around to, and it's like 2 seasons in now, and I just started the second season because I just finished up the first one like a little bit before recording this podcast. The Apothecary Diaries. I really like it. I can see why people like it. The ship is very cute. I also watched K-pop Demon Hunters for the 12th time. I literally watched on the flight both to Cali and back home, and I literally every time we sat down when we couldn't decide on something, we just put on K-pop Demon Hunters, and every my brother's girlfriend, my brother's friend, my fucking we went to Cali for my cousin's wedding. For context for the audience, and the entire groom's party and the entire bride's party knew all the words to the songs. So yep, but Soda Pop was not played at the wedding, which is sad, but whatever.
Lame. Be thankful that your idol didn't play at the wedding.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny as shit. So yeah, I watched that again. Something else that I watched on Netflix. I did watch a couple other things on Netflix. I watched the first 4 episodes of Wednesday season 2, which is the first half that they dropped. Fuck you, Netflix, for that cliffhanger. Bullshit. I have a bone to pick with Netflix because the way Wednesday is structured, especially season 2 with how it's season 1 was also a mystery, but the way how season 2 is set up as a mystery, this should have been a weekly show. You could have time to theory craft. No one's gonna remember this shit with all the stuff that comes out now. And not to say they're not gonna remember it because it's bad. It's just there's a lot of stuff coming out, man. But it was really good. I can't wait to cover Wednesday season 2. It was even more of what we loved. Like our favorite werewolf pup gets even more character development, and her relationship with Thing continues to be the greatest. Love it.
Nice.
I'm here for it. So really enjoyed that. I can't wait to cover that in the future. Something else that I watched on Netflix that I also surprisingly enjoyed, Happy Gilmore 2. We threw it on. We threw it on just to throw it on because it's like, shit, why not? And I like.
You know what? I actually watched it too.
Nice. What did you think of it? We can do a shared one here. What did you think?
It wasn't like on the same caliber as a lot of the movies this year, but it was still really enjoyable.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Like it's not one of those ones that it doesn't need to exist, but I'm not mad that it exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And all of the celebrity cameos. Some of them were cool and made sense, but
also
some of them were just what the fuck?
I didn't see the movie that you watched, Brian, but this is my first time seeing Sandler act alongside his daughter. She was great.
Oh, dude, daughters.
So his daughter that was in ballet school was also his IRL daughter. I thought just the sober partner daughter, the sober partner girl was his daughter. Oh, you know what? They do look the genes are very strong. You say it, she does actually look a lot like him.
The YMCA dance instructor, that's his actual wife.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Speaking of, this is kind of a spoiler for the film, but I'm glad they didn't try to introduce a new love interest.
Yeah. I thought that was cool too. But I think it was a good way to do a continuation without overdoing it. Like I said, it's not necessary, but it also doesn't ruin the original. A lot of these decade year later sequels tend to just rely on callbacks and like kind of ruin the legacy of the original. But this one was still pretty solid.
Yeah, I will agree, and I like how they honored like all the dead people.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Haley Joel Osment. I did not expect to see him in this. I was like, oh, cool, good for you.
Same. But I did not expect the big cameo.
Yeah.
But also, Guy Fieri showed up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Also,
Guy Fieri.
Also, just fun fact. We had like the day before we had watched Dodgeball on Netflix, and literally that day, like the day before we watched Happy Gilmore, I was like, man, I have not seen Ben Stiller in a comedy in so long. Next day, Happy Gilmore 2. Oh wow.
Which I like.
Hey.
I like how they introduced his character, because that was a hard way that they were going to bring back his character
since the grandma died, and so like they figured out a clever way to repurpose him as an antagonist, and I think like it's new jokes but the same vibe, and I like it. It was fun.
Yeah. Also, I can tell you things you didn't expect. The son with the long hair. Mm-hmm. Did he look familiar to you?
No.
Shameless.
Oh, is that Carl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! That makes sense. Huh. But yeah, so yeah, Happy Gilmore 2 was fun. Is there anything else that I watched? I mentioned Apothecary Diaries, I mentioned My Dress Up Darling, caught up on Gachi Akuda as well, Lord of Mysteries, all that good anime. I also watched the 2 Bunny Girl Senpai movies, and like the 6 episodes of Bunny Girl Senpai's Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai season 2 that are out right now as of the recording of this podcast. Show continues to be great. Those 2 movies did not make me cry as hard as the first movie though. Man, that first movie had me, Tony, and Jordan crying like bitches in a Discord call.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that one.
Yep.
Yes.
Yup.
It was that movie.
Yep.
That made us big cry.
Yeah. No,
And Jordan
yeah.
cried.
Yeah, Jordan. I was shocked. I was shocked to actually hear Jordan cry. I was like, wow.
Yo, what? This very logical man. Like, I've only known him for like maybe a few years at the time?
It had been at least 5. It'd been at least 4 or 5 at the time, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, in the time that I've known this man, I have never heard him cry.
I had known him for over a decade at that point. I had never heard him cry, and I was like,
still have yet to hear him cry.
We'll put on that movie again. I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah. No, he would outright tell you no. He would not.
Yeah, he would tell you I'm not doing it again. I asked him. He goes, when I actually told him, because I did not know Bunny Girl season 2 was out until like somebody had told me, and so I checked, and both the movies are on Crunchyroll as well. And so I the first thing I did was report to Jordan, because Jordan would always get mad at me if I find out that the show that we like is on and I didn't tell him it was back. And so he was like, thank you. I have been blessed and highly favored. And he goes, it's like, wait, so you said there are 2 movies? I was like, don't worry, nowhere near as bad. I cried a little bit at the end of the second movie, but that's for personal reasons. But yeah, I watched both of those movies. Again, they're both available on Crunchyroll as well as the 6th episode of season 2. If you guys are curious about the watch order, you watch Bunny Girl Senpai, Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai season 1. Then you watch Rascal Doesn't Dream of a Dreaming Girl, the first movie. Then you watch Rascal Doesn't Dream of Sister Venturing Off, which is the movie, the second movie. And then the third movie is Rascal Doesn't Dream of the Knapsack Kid. And then season 2 is referred to as Rascal Doesn't Dream of Santa Claus. Title sounds weird. It'll make a lot of sense when you actually watch season 2. This show, man, this show is a real deep thinker and like emotional gut puncher. And they're in the section of the novels where Sakuta and Mai are now in university, so they're dealing with that, that new change in their lives. It's very interesting, and it's just a lot of fun. Although I will say, I know all anime have to change their, OPs and EDs, but I am going to miss the original ED for Bunny Girl Senpai. That's just iconic.
That was iconic.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
nuts.
That's pretty much.
Nope. There's one other thing, Jay.
Oh yeah, right. Ladies, gentlemen, anything in between, it is the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
It is the end of an era. I found out through a meme video from a creator that Tony and I follow, that we both love, Noble from Lost Paws. I found out from one of his meme videos that they have released last month, as of the recording of this video, it came out in July, at the end of July, Nekopara Volume 5, or Nekopara After, the final chapter of the Nekopara saga. And like again, this is the end of an era. This was one of the first games I played on stream on Twitch. It was also the first visual novel series Tony ever recommended to me. I had played visual novels at the time, but this was the first visual novel series Tony had recommended to me. So it's got a special place in both of our hearts. If you paid attention and you're a OG fan of the show and you watched my Twitch streams and you happened to be there around the time of us streaming Volume 4, you know how Volume 4 ended. And we're trying to dodge jail now in Volume 5 because they are heavily implying that that our little sister wants to do stuff, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
No, not that trope.
Yep.
We say we'll grab the squirt bottle and just make sure she stays away from us.
It's
like we do
we're gonna.
the cats in furniture.
I have a feeling we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and take it to the grave, but you will not hear about this. You will not hear about this, chat / audience. You won't hear about it. We're taking it to the grave.
You will not.
But it is gonna be sad, man. It's the end of an era. It really is. I'm excited. We only did kind of a bit. We did a little bit of the prologue, and got introduced to not really the new cat girl companion, but like we got fully introduced to the cat girl that was introduced in the previous volume, Fraise, or Strawberry.
Yeah, that she is a girl.
Yep. So that was fun. I feel like that is all I have to say. Oh, real quick, I want to give a shout out, just a little like quick little comic blurb, because I was on vacation when this happened, and I want to just say I told you so to all the people in my fucking Comic Chasers comment and on Twitter, telling me, oh, you shouldn't be reading All New Venom, Jay. It's trash. They don't know what to do with MJ. Well, guess what happened, fucks? Paul's gone.
Oh, no more bitches.
So
Yay.
eat a dick. I was right to hold on to this.
Hold on to the grudge.
So I just want to do that little victory dance and say I told you so.
Hell, who was the one that brought that to your attention other than like fucking Twitter?
Yeah,
Like-
yep.
What wasn't it posted in like this this group?
It was in the group. Oh no, because I saw the screenshot on Twitter and I put it in the group chat. I was like, oh my god, he's gone.
Yeah. It's like, this is crazy.
I just read the comic today because I got like my 2 weeks worth of vacation comics, and I read it today, and I just want to say, vindicated, completely vindicated. I feel like that's it. The other thing is I did watch the first 3 episodes of Revival on Peacock, and I really like it. Tune in for more. More on that later.
Yep.
So yeah, Brian, what about you? I almost forgot. Let me just pull out Uncle Chan real quick. One more thing. I, for the first time in like a year or so, or maybe not a year, like several months, definitely at least several months. Would you say several months? For the first time in several months, I finally joined the table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to our friend Momo, friend of the show. Momo, great people. She invited me to join her table. She was testing out a new system, new TTRPG system called Draw Steel. It's D&D like. It's your basic fantasy setting. But it's the combat's a little crunchy, but it's very streamlined. And they have a very cool online character sheet roller kind of thing with a really simple user interface that makes everything like easy to keep track of and follow. So much so that when I told our buddy Jordan about this, and I was like, I joined a friend's table, with this new system, blah 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 blah. And he's like, all right, let me guess, you played a swordsman. I'm like, nope. Gunslinger. Nope. Fighter. Nope. Barbarian. Nope.
No.
Psychic. He's like, wait, you played a full fucking caster? Wait a minute. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? So if you guys are curious, I am currently playing a character named Arya Silvertongue. She is a devil. And her class is what is called a talent in this game. And talents are just people with psychic powers. Espers. I chose the telepathy tradition rather than telekinesis, even though telekinesis would have been better for combat, but telepathy was better. I'm going for like a demon Emma Frost vibe. So like in character, I'm even using like the Emma Frost British accent and shit, doing a lot of those mannerisms.
Oh, nice.
Which is why I went with the character art, which is why I ended up going with character B. If you guys are a character art B for the people in the call, you guys were curious. I did end up making a decision. I went with Portrait B. I know that it means nothing to you, audience, but they have the group chat. They know what Portrait B is.
Yep.
But yeah, it's fun. We had our session 0 and did our first combat. It's again, combat's very chunky, but it's also very streamlined and very none of us talked to each other about the characters we were making, but we somehow made a super synergistic team. Like, because the thing about this system during combat is like, so you, instead of having spell slots or like mana, different things like that, every class has their own heroic resource pool that you get like one point in heroic resources at the start of your turn, and then you have a specific condition. If that condition is met, you get once per round an additional point or 2 depending on your class. Some classes are different, but like, a lot of us had ones where we could rack up points if an enemy was pushed or pulled. So we were like just racking up points to do all these crazy AoEs and shit. It was fun.
Nice.
Hopefully I'll drag Brian's unhappy ass to the table.
Hey, I'm not unhappy. I just was tired.
I'm just making the joke. Just making the joke, Brian. I would have extended the invitation to you, Tony, but I know you'll be at work at the time because this is a night game.
Oof, rip me.
But I forgot how much I miss playing tabletops.
I do gotta tell you that I'll have to read more of the book, but I have been juggling the idea of possibly DMing a Daggerheart game.
Oh, interesting.
Which, as we've talked about before, Jay, it's also very streamlined for like casters and all that.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. That was it. That was literally my last thing. I just wanted to shout out Momo for inviting me to the table and extending the invitation to the rest of us as well. I may or may not stream it. I haven't decided. People have agreed that it's okay. That we have the green light to stream games. So I might stream it. Who knows? Stay tuned. All right. So Brian, back to you. Real this time.
All right, so my birthday happened over our break, and it's like a tradition in my family for my birthday for us to like go to the theater or like digitally rent a like big movie. So we stayed home and rented one film that I feel like kind of went under the radar.
Okay.
Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off.
Wait, that was out? I did not even know that came out. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was in theaters and it's already in digital.
Oh fuck. I wanted to go see that shit.
Honestly, dudes, I'd say that it's on par with all the rest of the like summer blockbusters that we've been covering.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. That was one. That was the one I actually really did want to go see. I did not know that it was already out of theaters. I didn't even know it was in theaters to begin with.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's a great little action film. Goes more into like the origins of John because, they have similar origins. Mm-hmm. But also, it does what a good spinoff is supposed to do, where...
Stand on its own, but like, gets to play in the same kind of playground and world that was set up by
And
the
also
main one.
addresses the mythos of the original, but also sets up a bit of its own.
Yeah.
And it's really good. And Anna de Armas, I believe that's...
Yep. Anna de
The
Armas.
lead?
Yeah, Anna de Armas is the lead. Yep.
She kicks all kinds of ass in this film.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen. She's my fan cast for Magic.
I can see it. I can see it. I've also seen people fan cast her for Diana, which I'll say I think she's a little short, but attitude-wise, I think she could pull it off.
She definitely has the attitude, but I don't think she has the build for it.
But anyway, so I watched that. I really liked it. I haven't completely caught up, but I've watched a little bit more of
Gachi Akuda.
Gachi Akuda. And you're right, Jay. The like magic system for this world is very interesting.
They can get really creative with it, man. It's so cool.
And of course, like shonen-esque rules, of course our lead has to like take the pre-established and like flip it.
And also, like the thing that I like about it also is like this magic system also is built off of like a very strong like kind of sentiment. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's also about like connection to things and the inherent value that you have in sentimental value you have in object.
And like I've only just now started to scratch the surface of the magic system, but also this weird like Junkard society that is in the pit, which is very interesting.
It's really interesting. There's a lot they dive into there.
And also the weird like bits of like world building there, like our lead never have known what a plunger is. That was a very gross but funny scene.
Oh yeah.
And then I got on a bit of, because I've been watching several things. I got on a comedy kick. I watched, like you said, Happy Gilmore 2. I already talked about that. But also started checking out the new Netflix show, Leanne.
Oh, I heard good things about that one.
It's Chuck Lorre's newest.
Ah. Oh, that's the.
And-
no, because it stars the sister from Sheldon, right?
No.
It's not. No, that's not the one. What?
No, this stars Leanne something. She's a woman, I believe she's in her 50s, who like later in life realized her dream of being a stand-up comedian.
Oh, good for her.
And is very popular with like the boomer crowd. This show is very like boomer centric, but it's still really funny because it's modern day Reba.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Where she has this whole life set up with kids and everything, and then her husband leaves her, and so now she has to rebuild her life. But her younger sister, who is helping her a lot, is played by the tall blonde from Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the blonde dude from Quantico, he plays her son.
Huh.
And it's got a lot of like familiar faces, especially if you know like sitcom world. Her ex-husband is Ryan Stiles from Whose Line Is It?
Oh.
But also their parents. Don't know if anything on the top of my head that you guys would know them from, but they're both the sitcom legends. But also they embrace new people as well. Like her daughter, who is honestly probably my favorite character, is played by Hannah Pikes, who was an OG Viner.
Oh, nice.
And this is her like first big acting job. She also has done some stuff with Dropout too.
Oh, cool.
But her character is really funny. I really like it, but it's like a laugh track comedy, so there's not really much to like talk about, which is why we don't really talk about comedies too much on the podcast as a whole, by the way.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, but aren't you covering King of the Hill? King of the Hill has a plot. There's plot we can talk about.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on, speaking about Dropout, Dirty Laundry is back.
Nice.
And I watched the first episode. There are more out there, but I haven't watched them yet. But the first episode was Ladies of Dimension 20, and had various faces that you would recognize if you've seen the Dimension 20 stuff. And some of the highlights of Secrets are who was in a fight that got booed. Who dressed in 80s attire to impress an a cappella group.
That's oddly specific.
Yep. And then lastly, who got sick thanks to Shakespeare.
Damn. Why you gotta blame Billy Shakespeare?
Oh, there's a reason.
Okay.
Not only were they in a Shakespeare acting group where they played Romeo,
Okay.
and Juliet did not tell them that they had mono.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh, that kind of sick. I thought sick as in I
No.
imagined like sick as in vomit. Okay.
Oh no. Sick. It wasn't mono that they got from Juliet. It was the herpes,
Oh no.
mouth herpes.
Oh,
And then they dated a guy who was part of a Shakespeare group, and he gave her mono.
Damn.
So twice
Damn.
Shakespeare involved getting sick.
Damn. That chick's that chick has just a specific curse involving Shakespeare. Don't know what to say. That's wild.
But also, I listened to the first episode of Campaign 2 of Critical Role. It still holds up, and boy, I forgot how things changed. Lastly, music. The Jonas Brothers just released their new album.
I heard about it. I haven't listened to it yet. Is it good?
Greetings from Your Hometown. It's, in my personal opinion, it's really good.
Nice. Good to hear.
It's like,
Yeah, I heard they've been killing it on tour right now. They brought out like fucking Demi Lovato and Jesse McCartney. Mm-hmm. Which, man, it's such a crazy world that so many more people know Jesse McCartney more as Robin and Nightwing than they do as an R&B / pop star.
oh yeah. But for their album, they continue to bring out, like, working with people you wouldn't expect. Like Marshmello,
Oh, nice.
Switchfoot,
Huh.
and then one of my favorite current singers, Dean Lewis.
That one I don't know.
You know some of his stuff, like that song that goes like, "I know you love her, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter, put the phone away."
Oh, that was him.
He also did that song, "It Comes and Goes in Waves," which was featured on Riverdale. But yeah, it's a really good song. And a really good album. I really like it. I could be wrong, but "Love You Better," which is the one with Dean Lewis, where it talks about like remorse about a relationship, which, you know, that has all the like shipper fans speculating. Is it Demi? Is it Miley? Is it Sophie? But in that one, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually Kevin who takes the lead.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Kevin rarely gets to lead and take the spotlight. That's dope.
But it also does seem that the Jonas Brothers, now that they're like dads and like fully fledged adults and everything, and they've had like their own solo times, they're like now wanting to be like music forward and like get away from the drama.
No, that makes sense.
And I really like their album.
Whatever happened to Joe's like secondary band, the one that made the Cake by the Ocean song?
DNCE.
Yeah. Whatever happened to them?
I'm guessing they're no longer together since he's back with the boys.
Yeah, he's back with the bros. Yeah.
But apparently he wrote Cake by the Ocean when they were still together.
Interesting.
But that's it for me.
Oh, and I really want to go. I forgot to mention that I caught up on Don to Don, but caught up on Don to Don. Don to Don continues to be great. And like I told the guys, but it just recently clicked into my head that Turbo Granny in the English dub is Rita Repulsa. I was like, oh shit, that, you know what?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that is her. But yeah, Tony, you're up.
Well, a couple of things, and I want to start because it dovetails right into what you just talked about, Jay. But it's Super Sentai. So I decided to catch up on old Sentai shows that I stopped watching for whatever reason.
Okay.
So I have a list of 7 shows that I have yet to finish that I started watching at different times, and from what I can recall, what episodes I stopped at. So there were 7 of them, and I rolled a die that gave me my 7 options.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 because the second show that I have yet to finish, is because the way it's listed, it wasn't in like release order, was Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers, a show that it got me 12 episodes in.
Dang, that's pretty early for a Sentai, because Sentais are usually like 50-some episodes.
No, it's because I started episode 6 and I thought to myself, I just don't vibe with this show at all. Because a lot of the cast, even though great actors, are filled with some of the most insufferable people I have ever seen in a Sentai. Because Saru Brother, well, for the folks at home, Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers is mostly inspired by the story of Momotaro, aka Peach Boy, and his companions, the dog, the monkey, and the pheasant, and an oni, which are essentially Japanese ogres, but it is what it is, for simplicity's sake. And this is the first Sentai that has CI Rangers in the form of Inu Brother and Kiji Brother. It is also the first Sentai to have a male Sentai Pink, that being Kiji Brother. And it has my least favorite, if not my most hated Sentai Blue in Sentai history, Saru Brother. Saruhara is a pretentious bum that writes haikus all day and thinks he's cool shit when he's a fucking moron. The only characters I like are Inuzuka, Inu Brother, and Don Momotaro himself, Taro Momoi. The others are like, okay, like Kijino, he's a nutcase, but it's kind of okay. And Haruka, Oni's sister, the Yellow Ranger of the team, she's okay. But gentlemen, there's one that I hate more than the characters I actually do hate. He's far worse. He's the 6th Ranger of the team, Don Doragoku, a Sentai Gold with a silver form known as Don Torable. His real name is Jiro Molotani. This man is so insufferable that he ruins the enjoyment of Sentai. Well, this particular Sentai for me.
Dang.
This man has a hero complex the size of Texas and all of the southern United States.
So are we talking like Emiya level hero complex?
Yes, actually. But none of the endearing qualities that make Emiya a good protagonist.
Dang.
And for the folks at home that should know, I don't like Shiro Emiya all that much. I find him rather annoying.
That's fair.
But I get his good qualities. Jiro, I don't. Because Jiro has a trope that we also, well, I don't like personally because it puts more on the stigmatism of this condition.
Okay.
He has a separate identity that encompasses the Don Torbolt form, where he's more ruthless and more conniving.
Mm-hmm.
And Jiro wanted to initially take over the Dawn Brothers after Don Momotaro was indisposed for a time, because he's basically the backup guy.
Okay.
He didn't make a good first impression. The team doesn't really like him, and I don't really like him. And usually a Sentai 6 can be a good character in his own right, well, in their own right, or they could just be a background jobber. It's those two binaries.
Is he neither of those?
I kind of wish he never really existed in the first place.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
And the crazy thing is, this series is written by one of my favorite favorite show authors in Tokusatsu, that being Inoue, or Toshui Inoue, who was a member of a long line of toku writers, with his daughter being the head writer of the current Sentai that's out right now, Gojuger.
Oh, cool.
And his father wrote for Sentai back in his heyday.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a familial legacy. And I don't know if it's like the Sentai contrarian in me. It's like, I don't vibe with Dawn Brothers. I just knew in like the pit of my stomach, my heart of hearts.
Is it popular among the community? I don't know what the consensus is.
It's super popular. People love this show. And I think I don't like it for some of the reasons. Like, I love Inoue's like drama writing because that's where he got his start.
Mm-hmm.
He is more of a soap opera writer, and I loved Jetman. That's the show that he wrote for when it came to Super Sentai. He wrote a lot for Kamen Rider when the Heisei era started. Well, not necessarily like when we know of the Heisei writers themselves, like back in 2000, when they actually show up proper with Kuga. For all intents and purposes, this is one of the this is like, it's middle of the road for me. I can't say I outright hate it. It's just I wouldn't watch this show again ever.
It's one of those ones that's a slog to get through.
Yes, absolutely it is. And I'm at episode 18 or 19 at the moment, because one episode, I gotta say this, there was this one old lady character that was just the most insufferable woman to ever exist, and she later became the monster of the week, which are known as Hitotskis. And they have design motifs of previous Sentai teams in their design, and her Hitotski form took the form of one of my favorite Super Sentai seasons ever, that being Kyoryuger, or Kyoryuger.
Oh, shit.
It's the third Dino-themed Sentai series, with samba dancing
was that
as part of it.
Was that Dino Charge?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
And
I'm following you.
you know what the crimes of this old lady was?
What?
All that stemmed
What?
from? So this old lady was just a catty woman, dissed one of our rangers' haircuts in her regular civilian form, and started taking clothes from a shopping outlet from women who were looking at the clothes themselves, saying, "These are mine now." Like being the most bitchy Karen you can ever see. And we want to know why this woman decided to go on this crusade of just pettiness.
All right, why?
Her husband's dead. Her son doesn't see her, so it's in her very spirit to just decide, I'm going to be a menace for everybody else because no one wants to bother being near me.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. It's that episode that kind of encapsulates my problem with the show. And apparently, people make the comparison to Seinfeld of all things because it's technically a show about nothing because nothing really changes.
Just from how you're describing it, I don't think I would like it either.
Like,
Which, by the way,
I would, and hot take. I was never into Seinfeld.
well, see, that's the thing is, that I was about to say is, it's actually become like a modern thing now to like go back and say that Seinfeld had a couple like interesting characters, but they were all assholes, and
But not in
The show-
but not in like the fun. It's always sunny in Philadelphia way, because like
no.
Like, the reason I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is because none of them win because they're all assholes.
yeah, and I think that's kind of the problem that I have with this show. It's like all of the characters, to some degree, are just insufferable people. Like,
So you're having to relate it to podcast stuff that we've covered. You're having the same problem with this show that you had with what's the hotel show? Why can I think White Lotus? There it is.
it is a very similar situation, but this go round, there are some characters that I actually do like
There's
because
some in White Lotus that you
No,
like.
there were characters that we liked in White Lotus. We like the girlfriend.
But I'm saying that these are actually better characters that actually make the show a bit better than White Lotus. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Like Don Momotaro himself, he bucks the trend of Sentai Reds that has happened in that past chunk of time, where typically a Sentai Red for a good chunk of years, they would be these loud, brash, obnoxious motherfuckers. And he's only like that in his Ranger form. And it's because he's this like brazen fighter that laughs at the face of danger. And his his civilian form, he's an honest, can't tell a lie individual, very connected to like the actual legend of Momotaro himself. So I'm like, okay, I like that juxtaposition. That's cool. Thank you, Inoue. Inuzuka is this former fugitive on the run who he's pegged for a crime that he didn't commit that's related to his girlfriend going missing. So he's like this cool guy, but he's also kind of a romantic and likes to cook. Haruka is a manga artist that is dealt the bad hand of being called a plagiarist because her manga that became super popular is like tangentially related to this other manga series that happened. And like I said, Saruhara is a bum who just sits at a fucking house all day, just writes haikus and gives advice because everyone thinks he's fucking smart when he's actually an idiot and ups his own supply, so to speak. And Kichino is just a business guy who really loves his wife. Like, to a degree, he would murder somebody if anyone hurt her, kind of thing.
Oh, dang.
And Jiro, he's... less I talk about that guy, the better.
So is there anything else you want to highlight, or did you just want to just get this shit off your chest?
I finished Wonder Woman Earth 1 Volume 3.
Oh, nice. How was it?
And I was right. It was Maxwell Lord.
Okay.
And things got crazier in Volume 3, where he created some robots that led to this version of Ares existing, where they're just giant robots called the Ares, and dudes, like the most red-pilled individuals, come in like, we're gonna invade Themyscira, take it over, all this stuff, because it went into this like concept of another dimension where it's like the concept of masculinity itself inhabited Maxwell Lord's body, and there's like these dimensional representatives and crazy shit like that.
That sounds like that sounds like Grant Morrison. That sounds like Grant Morrison.
So it's like I'm trying to wrap my head around the concept of what they're saying. We get to see Hades and Persephone,
Cool.
or like death. Well, we see the judges of the Greek underworld.
Oh, the various kings and such. Yep.
You know, yeah, we get to see them in their godly glory. And we get to see Diana build a future where bullshit like that, Lord, like Maxwell Lord trying to do, doesn't happen again. It's actually very interesting.
Nice.
Because sure, 1D can kick some absolute ass, but Earth 1 shows that the best way to beat your opponents is through love and compassion.
I mean, that's what Wonder Woman's about. I mean, Absolute does a really good job of demonstrating that as well. That's why it's my favorite book, to be honest, in terms of the Absolute line.
And reading all of Wonder Woman Earth 1, it is my favorite book of all the Earth 1 run.
Nice.
It's my favorite.
I mean, it was my volume 1 of Wonder Woman Earth 1 was definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite of the Earth 1 line. So I honestly I would have read the other 2 volumes if I had known they exist.
Yeah, they exist and they are great.
Nice.
It just expands upon the concept of there are action scenes like the Themyscira gets invaded by the Ares bots and Amazons do get beaten down and attacked, but they like attack these robots riding kangaroos and having invisible like these interesting like contraptions and shit. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. You say the words Amazon's attacked. I still have PTSD flashbacks.
We have PTSD.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know, but kangaroos, like women on kangaroos beating up robots. What more could you want?
That does sound pretty awesome. Everybody forgets that for some reason ancient Greek warriors had battle kangaroos.
Especially the Amazon. It's craziness. I'll tell you that. But overall, that story is great. And finally, the one thing that actually made me happy and not constantly bug me with its existence is I decided to watch a 3-hour-long Fire Emblem video talking about who's the worst lord in the franchise.
Okay.
All right, so it's more of a gameplay standpoint than anything else, and the viability of the character, because you all know who the strongest lords are in the series?
All right.
Sigurd and his son Seliph from Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War. Because Sigurd is a pre-promoted unit on a horse in Genealogy, which is one of the longest games in the series because the maps are huge. And footlocked units barely have any movement. And plus, you can buff those guys to crazy numbers. And of course, you have the Avatar Lords, and there's a lot of stipulations with what's considered a Lord character. Like, they should be fielded in every chapter of the story to plot relevance. It was a thing, but unfortunately, there had to be a worse one. It had to be the guy who started it all, Marth.
I know that guy. Whole Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but it's a specific Marth. Yeah, Marth specifically from the DS remake of the first game, which the DS remake is Shadow Dragon. And he's not the best unit in that game. No, he is not. And this person had a very biased opinion of the other, like, the top 5 worst lords. One of them was Ike from Path of Radiance. Eliwood, Roy's father from the Blazing Blade, Lynn from the Blazing Blade, and Marth. I just can't remember who the 5th one was. But yeah, it was a surprise to me too. Like, one of the most popular Fire Emblem characters, that being Lynn, is like one of the worst lords ever. Oh no, the other worst lord, Erica from Sacred Stones, one of the twins. Yeah, I'm too much of a Fire Emblem nerd because this is going way over your heads.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Honestly,
lie.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was not. Those were
so
all just words. Those were all words.
The only one that I knew was Roy, and that's because of Smash.
I know.
Yeah.
I know Marth and I know Ike because of Smash.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay, so the best way I can explain this to you guys. So Ike's first game, Path of Radiance, came out on the GameCube, and that's the weakest version of himself. Radiant Dawn, he's a lot buffer, quite literally in like his appearance and his step. He's a lot buffer because time passed. And the Erica is from FE8, The Sacred Stones, which is a GBA game, and personally one of my favorites in the series. She is a sword locked unit that is also has a light promotion, but that didn't hinder her brother, who is a lance unit. His name's Ephraim, by the way. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, so you can understand it, the only one that's important who's the weakest is Shadow Dragon Mart. He is specifically the weakest, like the worst lord ever.
Oh, dang. And
there's a lot of like factors that went into it. But you know other Fire Emblem characters because they're in Smash.
I mean, probably.
Lucina, she's from Fire Emblem Awakening, along with her father Chrom and Robin. He's from Fire Emblem Awakening. Well, it's both the male and female versions of them. Corrin, the protagonist of Fire Emblem Fates and the Avatar character, and Violet.
I was gonna say, is Fire Emblem the one character in Smash that has the girl that can transform into, or is that Xenoblade? That's Xenoblade. Am I thinking of Xenoblade?
Well, we have a person that transforms into a dragon. That's Corrin.
No, I was thinking of there's a girl that was in Ultimate that like she has like two forms. Like one has like fire powers, the other one, you know what I'm talking?
Yeah, that's Xenoblade Chronicles.
No, I thought that might have been Xenoblade. I was like,
that's Pyrrha.
Yeah, I thought that was Mithra. Okay, I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's not the right game. I was trying to make a connection there. Never mind.
Now the major representative for Smash and Ultimate is Byleth, when it concerns Fire Emblem, like the newest character. And Byleth is the protagonist and teacher figure in Fire Emblem Three Houses, another favorite of mine.
Oh yeah, I've watched David play some of that. Some of that.
So and then because of Three Houses, the House Lords were also included in this list. The person who made this 3-hour-long video, their name is Danny Doyle, I believe. It's been a while since I saw it, like a long while back, because it's a chonker of a video. So the way they divided it is like, of course, the strongest lords, and then going down the list of weaker ones. And the avatars, so that means Robin from Awakening, Corrin from Fates, Byleth from Three Houses, and Alir from Engage. Those avatars, oh, and Chris too from FE12, one of the few Japanese exclusive games. But specifically for Chris, it is the male version of the character, where they could access it like every class they can, because there are very little female-based classes in the original Fire Emblem game. Well, technically it would be the third, because that particular DS game was a remake of the third.
You don't want to break down the whole 3-hour video, Tony. I'm pretty sure the audience got it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, just for the sake of information, that some remakes are remakes of games that take place in roughly the same timeline or in the same like continent space. But overall, Fire Emblem as a series is one of my personal favorites. And it's been a while since I actually looked at a Fire Emblem video.
Understandable.
So that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. All right, now we can transition into Trailer Talk. Trailer Talk is the segment of the podcast where the guys and I go over the 6 brand new trailers, or at least brand new as of the recording of this podcast, trailers to review and talk over. Well, obviously, we're not going to show reaction footage, but you can go down the description for yourself and check out that playlist Brian has prepared for you. Pause the video at this moment, and while you're there, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get more from us, because now that we're back in full swing, we will have regular, weekly content now that vacation is over. So look out for that. But yeah, until then, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsors. Working. And we're back. Okay, so pretty good batch trailers. I mean, definitely better than last week. We don't have anything nearly as like fucking whiplash inducing as last week.
I don't think,
or I guess it was multiple weeks ago for you guys now, but the last episode we recorded.
I don't think we ever will get something that hindered that reaction.
Yeah, let's hope.
Knock on wood.
But overall, still pretty solid. First things first, hype. I'm so hyped. It looks so good. Season 2 of One Piece. Robin looks perfect. Absolutely perfect. They pulled off her outfit so well. Vivi looks good. The CGI for the giants looks great. I'm interested to see how they're going to pull off the dinosaurs. Laboon looks great. I'm just excited. I
can't wait to see Mr. 13.
Mr. 13.
Or what was it? 13? David Desmelchin's character.
Mr. 2? Is he Mr. 2? 2 Bon Clay? Is he 2? Mr. 2? Or is he Mr. 3? He might be Mr. 3.
I think he's 3.
Bon Clay?
Bon Clay's Mr. 2, but Mr. 3 is Mr. 3 is the wax guy, and we saw his house in the trailer there, the wax house. I don't know if David Dismelchin is playing Mr. 3. I don't have the cast list memorized.
We did see Smoker.
He is Mr. 3.
Okay. Oh yeah, we also saw Smoker. Smoker looks great. He's also smoking 2 cigars at once. That looks awesome. We also saw his bike, which is really cool. I'm very curious to see how the smoke effects are gonna look, but
we see the effects of Luffy's.
He actually did the Gum Gatling, which looks good. I mean, granted, it was at night, but it looked way better than I thought. Luffy did more stretching in that trailer than Reed did in Fantastic Four.
But when he did stretch, it did look good.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I will agree with my cousin. The only when my cousin my cousin Zach saw Fantastic Four, he's like, I like the movie. I just think Reed sucks because he didn't use his powers. Everybody else used their powers. Reed didn't really do shit. I would expect him to turn into a ball, do all the stuff you see in the cartoons and the comics. You didn't see none of that.
But
what happened to his Marvel rivals? Oh, I was like, I know, I get it, man, but still.
I can also understand why they wouldn't be able to do that because of
CGI budget.
They don't want to push the envelope too much, so to speak. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah. Especially since they Marvel has had a bad rep of overworking their CGI artists, so I'm kind of glad they didn't go too hard on Reed. But yeah, Luffy CGI looks great. I'm excited. All the sets look awesome. Love all their fits. I'm really excited, man.
Yep, and it looks like they're upping the action too.
Yeah, I mentioned this to the guys, but I think I either saw it was either an interview clip or I read an interview somewhere, but I saw an interview with McKenyu, the actor who plays Zoro, and he mentioned that he brought in his own stunt team for season 2 because apparently he was too much for the stunt team on season 1, so he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna bring in my own stunt team. And all the Straw Hats were really going hard in terms of action stuff. Even Nami, who's not really a combatant, was actually getting in there, which was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm also curious, Robin was featured there, even though, technically at this part of the story, we don't really see Robin that much. There's rumors going around that she has her own side plot, which I'm here for, because it makes a lot of sense, because she's gonna, spoilers, if you are not familiar with One Piece at all, and you're completely blind, she joins the crew, so it makes sense that you want to, and get people familiar with her before she joins the crew.
We're also Chopper.
Oh yeah, we saw Chopper in the last bit we reacted to, and he looks adorable. It gives me Detective Pikachu vibes, but in a good way. I actually, contrary to what a lot of people say, I love Detective Pikachu.
Same here, love Detective Pikachu.
But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm excited. All right, so next up. What do we want to talk about next?
The other TV show, live action TV show, The Paper.
Yeah, that looks funny. Set in the same world as The Office. Donald Gleason playing an American for some reason.
Yep. It
looks fun. Don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but if I hear good things, I might check it out later.
Oh yeah. It definitely has the same vibe as The Office.
Oh yeah. So I have no doubt it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And another classic Viner, Melvin Gregg.
Oh nice.
I believe he was also in Freakish that we watched.
Oh, I really like that show.
Yep. And then it also has Ramona Young, who, if you remember, Jay, was on Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, was she Zari? Was that Zari?
No. She was the Asian girl.
The one I know who you're talking about. Mona. I was like, no, not the one that was friends with Gary. That was also one of the the normies that befriended the monster. Yeah, Mona. Her name was Mona. There it is. Cool.
But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. No, I have no doubt it's gonna be fun. Peacock was essentially created so that fucking NBC could have their own streaming service so people could watch The Office. So it makes sense that they're gonna, tap the creators to make more stuff.
Oh yeah, indeed. Then the last TV show on the list, Haunted Hotel.
That one looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing is, right, I don't trust Netflix with adult animation anymore. And the reason I say that is because Inside Job was great.
Mm-hmm.
It only got one season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to fucking get attached to this show for it just not to get renewed because Netflix doesn't believe in fucking adult animation.
Well, it is by the same creators as Rick and Morty, so maybe that'll help.
Wait, I thought the one guy was like got in some hot water.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that is involved here, his name is Matt Roller.
Ah, okay, so it's not Justin Roiland. Because I was like, I swear Justin Roiland got into a lot of controversy,
No.
and that's why he got replaced.
But this guy, he was a story editor and writer for Rick and Morty.
Ah, gotcha. But yeah, it looks fun. It's a cool concept. I want to know
Yeah,
I want to know how a ghost orgy works. Like that was my biggest question coming out of that trailer.
Also, it has a great cast attached to it. Will Forte.
Yeah.
Our lead is the lead kid.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that seems cool.
Yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
It looks like it might have a plot, so that could be a comedy we actually talk about.
Yeah, one that we probably won't talk about, and was honestly a little bit disappointing, especially after Jay flipped that switch for me and made me realize some things.
Mm-hmm.
Him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not into the Jordan Peele style horror. Like, don't get me wrong, Get Out is really good. I like Get Out. I think Us was pretty decent, but like, I don't know, ever since then, his stuff and his particular style hasn't been clicking with me. It just felt like you just threw a bunch of crazy shit at the screen and expect us to put together a deeper meaning because it's you. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of pretentious artsy horror shit that I don't like. I don't like art house horror. I've never liked art house horror. Even though there are some that technically classify as art house horror flicks that I like The Witch and Hereditary, but I think those are actually genuinely good films.
But this isn't Jordan Peele directing. He only produced, so you never know.
Could be, but I don't know. I got those same kind of vibes, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being a contrarian. Maybe I'm being a hater. I just wasn't feeling it personally.
But then we got the sad duo. We got the sad movie.
Yeah.
That I thought was going to be a rom-com when I first added it.
Oh, the Rent-A-Family?
No, Regretting You.
Oh.
When I saw the trailer and saw the poster and saw the cast, I was like, oh, this is a rom-com.
Oh no, it's a sad bomb.
Yep.
It's a sad bomb. Not only is there death in the trailer, but there's fucking infidelity and shit.
Yep.
Crazy.
Indeed. And surprise Dave Franco.
I mean, Dave Franco has been really getting out there in the world now that his brother is kind of blacklisted creepo pariah man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it looks good. I might watch it when it comes to streaming.
Oh yeah. Also makes me feel old.
It made me feel old as fuck. When you said that was McKenna Grace, I was like, Jesus, I swear. Every time I used to see her, she was like the toddler version of, like, blonde protagonist. This is how far back... I remember we covered the season where she was a love interest for the little kid in Fuller House.
Oh yeah, that's right. Which also, you want to feel old. Look up the girl who played Charlie on Good Luck Charlie.
Oh no, I don't wanna.
She just graduated.
High school or college? Probably high school.
I think
right?
college.
College? Oh Jesus! Oh man, I'm even older than I thought. Fuck.
But back to this movie, the male love interest. That's actually the live action Hiccup.
Oh, you know what he looks like? He looks like the dickhead brother from Gen V who drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah.
That's who I thought it was. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The one that was like Emma's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's who I thought that was.
Well, did you ever see that that Ethan Hawke movie, The Black Phone?
Is that the one? Is that the one where like they're like there's like a huge blackout around the world,
No.
and like Ethan Hawke and his family are like at an Airbnb? No.
No, it's the one where Ethan Hawke is a serial killer that kidnaps kids, and one of the
Black
kids,
Phone.
a mysterious black phone, is helping the kid escape.
Oh.
Yeah. It's I think it's related to a Stephen King story.
Nice. Interesting.
The reason why I brought it up, is because the main kid from that is the same.
Same actor.
Actor.
Oh, okay. Cool. Interesting.
But anyway, that looks decent. Might check it out on streaming. But the one that we definitely like, I'd say it's probably the one that we were the most excited for beyond One Piece, was Rental Family,
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a fucking tearjerker. I can already see it.
but in the best way.
Oh yeah, you can already tell that it's gonna get you in the feels because it's got the found family motif. It's got the down in his luck actor. Like, oh fuck, Brendan. I never saw The Whale. I've been meaning to see The Whale, but this one I want to see for sure, and I know I'm gonna cry.
Also, Jay, you were asking like the lead.
Yeah, the
female
mom.
where
Yeah,
you
the mom.
recognized-
Yeah, where have I seen her before? She looks super familiar.
Monarch.
That's what it is.
She was the
She's Kate. She's
was the
Kate's
mom.
grandma. She's Kate's grandma.
Yep.
Fucking Kate.
Has that been renewed? Like, I want more of
I
that
believe
shit.
so.
Good.
But with how it operated,
Yeah.
it's taking a while to.
I mean, understandable. And plus, the legendary universe is also still figuring out where they want to go, anyways.
Multiple kaiju for a TV show.
Yeah, that is a lot. But they did great with it. Was there anything else?
In April of 2024, it was renewed for a second season.
Nice. Okay, good.
Nice.
So we know we'll get actually more of that shit.
Yeah, but that was all the trailers. I'd say pretty good batch.
Yeah, pretty good batch. Real quick, before we transition to the main topic, I did not bring this up because I forgot that this was on my long list of stuff I watched, but I will mention it because we did react to it on Trailer Talk, and we were kind of lukewarm on it. I watched My Oxford Year, the Netflix movie starring Sophia Carson and the guy from Bridgerton. It was good. It's one of those sad romance movies. I don't want to give an example because it's gonna ruin a plot point. Because if I give this example, you're gonna know what kind of movie it is. But it's one of those sad romance movies. But I figured it out so early that it didn't hit me. I mean, it was still sad and well acted.
Well, also, Netflix warned you this time.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, thanks. That intern learned their lesson. Don't put rom-com on a thing that's sad, bastard.
And I gotta tell, if y'all don't know what he's talking about, we did a whole episode on it.
Yep, you can. I know we don't use Spotify anymore because reasons, but it's on the archive on Spotify, and I believe.
And also,
there's
Apple.
there's still a YouTube version.
But yeah, that was back in the day when we did homie hangouts, and I gotta tell you, when that happened,
Oh man,
it wasn't just sad, it was also just shock disbelief.
yeah. No, we were all shook. This was Brian's equivalent of our rascal doesn't dream of a dreaming girl fucking Discord call.
Yep. Because we were all tearing up or crying.
And we were all yelling at Netflix like, who the fuck calls this a romantic comedy? Why is it so sad? You fucking liars.
Yeah, because we also were like, okay, so this is where it ends. Everything happy ending, it's ending. Wait, why are there still time? What the fuck? No. Why is there still one more episode?
What? No.
And then the penultimate
And then
ends on
Yep.
the moment.
It was, dude. You guys, it was so rough. We were so emotionally destroyed that we were like, I don't want to talk about this. This is just gonna get me sad again. We're gonna skip it.
Well, we did end up talking about it, but we pulled a Channel Chasers first. it was the first time that we forgoed a rating.
Oh, right. We recorded the episode. We just didn't give it a rating because it was so sad. We couldn't place it. It's just like, how? It's great, but also I was emotionally wrecked. Like, fuck you. Yes, I needed a good cry, but still, fuck you.
But anyway, back to Oxford year.
Yeah. So it was good. It was very good. And the relationship is not problematic. I thought it was a student-teacher thing. Turns out it's a student-grad student thing. So they're both students. It's just one is just a year ahead. It's basically the college equivalent of a junior dating a senior. So nowhere near as bad. The only thing I will say, and probably why it didn't hit me as hard, because usually with these sad romance movies, like, you know, you at least root you root for somebody, and when the sad things happen, you feel bad for the other person, right? Because usually the sad thing involves like the other person being harmed or like dealt some kind of bad blow by life in some way. But I like Sophia Carson. Sophia Carson's likable, but the Bridgerton dude, he was just pretentious as fuck, and not in an endearing way. He reminds me of a more handsome but more annoying version of Tony. Like a clean-shaven, more pretentious British Tony.
Yeah.
Because he kept speaking in poetry, and I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. We get it. You're an English major. Stop it. You're always monologuing. Shut the fuck up.
He keeps monologuing.
What are you, a supervillain? Like, again, their relationship is cute. They have a very fun dynamic, but he was so fucking pretentious. I cared about Sophia Carson, and I felt bad when Sophia Carson was dealt a bad hand. I did not give a fuck about Homeboy, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose, because, like, you're supposed to root for the whole couple, but I only cared about half. It's not like One Day where I genuinely was invested in both, even though both were toxic and terrible in their own ways. But yeah, so now that we're done with trailer talk and my little, like, rant about my Oxford year, still a good movie, though. I would honestly give it a pretty solid, like, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it, like, a 7.5, 8, like, 8 if I actually gave a fuck about Homie and didn't call the twist like within 20 minutes of the movie. Like, if this had caught me off guard, it would have been bumped up to an 8. But like, I've seen so many of these that I figured it out pretty much ASAP. Now, granted, they did a good job of not like blowing their load in the trailer and exposing it in the trailer, because
They hint at it.
Yeah, we went in a different direction when we made predictions in the trailer talk, but still pretty good. But you want to talk about something that's great? Let's talk about today's topic of discussion. King of the Hill season 14. I'll tell you what a great revival. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing this a little differently. Instead of spoiler free and a non-spoiler, I'm gonna kind of do our non-spoiler is kind of more of like is gonna be more of like a comparison to Futurama, and why I chose Futurama specifically, because it's the most recent modern revival that we've all covered. And you know, you can go back and watch those episodes to hear our opinion on it, but you know, it's all positive. We enjoyed the Futurama revivals. Tony and I more so than Brian, I think, slightly. Like I know, at least I don't know the scores off the top of my head, but I know me and Tony were definitely more more positive about it. Not that Brian wasn't positive. Brian was just kind of more like not entirely sold on some of the episodes.
Oh yeah.
And I think the thing with King of the Hill, that made it a better revival is that it feels justified. And what I mean by that is, like, Futurama had like a perfect series finale, I would say, with the Comedy Central era, with the Meanwhile episode. And I mean, Futurama has done that several times when they thought they were canceled and they thought the series was over. They've done really great series finales. And while the Futurama revival was good and I enjoyed it, and in fact, some episodes I would even deem as great, I think the thing with that show is it's kind of just more of the same show. You know what I mean? Not that that's a bad thing. Like, I like Futurama. More Futurama at the same quality, if not better, is great. But It's just kind of more of the same shit. King of the Hill, while it does have a lot of the same spirit of the original show, they are tackling topics and like handling subjects that are new and completely new situations that would have only worked with this like post time skip setting.
Yeah.
And also like they set the circumstances perfectly so that when the show starts, Hank is at complete square one. Because this is a slight spoiler, but I'm gonna have to mention it in order to really kind of talk about this in the spoiler-free section. Hank accepts a job overseas in Saudi Arabia and ends up in like one of those like idealistic, almost 1950s-esque company towns, like Americana company towns, and so he does not get to experience the big culture shifts that America goes through within the past decade or so. So he will actually have genuine, fresh reactions, and it's not all just modern topics. Futurama, to bring that up again, did a lot of modern jokes, and they brought up like relevant stuff to modern culture, like streaming, like Bitcoins and NFTs, stuff like that. But while those were funny, I do feel like those will date the show. All of the modern references, while they are definitely relevant to a specific time in like within the last few years or so, more importantly, they are relevant to the characters. The reason I feel like King of the Hill is better than Futurama, and I really hope Futurama does go in this kind of direction, which, to be fair, the previous season that we covered most recently did show signs of this. King of the Hill is much more character forward, I feel like, because even with the more modern topics that they cover, it still centers on Hank and Bobby, which has always been the core focus of the show. And so like that's really the driving force at the end of the day. And I think also aging up Bobby was the perfect call, because a lot of us were kids watching King of the Hill, and Bobby was our self-insert character. He was our the character we related to. And shit, I mean, I have a very conservative dad that I don't agree with on a lot of stuff. Shit, watching King of the Hill as an adult, I understand and relate to Bobby more now than I did as a kid.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Same here.
Cause like I said, I grew up with a very conservative dad, and I have a very much more like. See, progressive sounds offensive, but I'm going to say that progressive and more like left-leaning kind of, thing. Not to make this a political episode, but I mean, King of the Hill is kind of inherently political by nature, so like, it's going to come up regardless. So like, but that's the other thing, right? Even though conservatism, like, is a big part of King of the Hill and King of the Hill's comedy, it doesn't talk down to conservatives. It doesn't feel preachy or like that it's trying to push you to feel like, oh, these people are wrong, let's make fun of these idiots. No, it shows you that it does what the show did originally. It shows you that like there are two sides to things, and the best way to understand each other is to meet somewhere in the middle. And I feel like this season really captures that well.
And even like the most conspiracy theory conservatives like Dale,
I will say
have their moment.
I will say I love what they did with Dale, and it makes so much sense because of especially today's culture, with how prominent and like boisterous and powerful the conspiracy theory side of the world has grown over the past like decade or so. It makes so much sense that Dale is in the position that he's in. Also, of course, addressing it, rest in peace to both of the actors, Dale and John Redcorn's actor.
Yeah.
Voice actors. rest in peace.
Which they do give a tribute to both.
Yep.
A touching tribute to both.
So I've been yapping. Do you guys have anything you want to add, spoiler free, and any like kind of comparisons to like Futurama or any other animated revivals that you want to bring up?
I think how they presented this revival is very fitting for all of the characters involved. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's not spoilery, because what I have to say is related.
Okay, all right, Brian.
Look, I completely agree, and also making the Futurama comparisons, it felt like, because this is just how Futurama is, is that like the modernisms were just, hey, this is how our cast reacts to this situation, like with the Bitcoin, where it was just a planet that they went to and they messed with Bitcoin for a while, but then they left.
Yep.
In King of the Hill, it feels like it's incorporated into the world itself, and that they're addressing it, and like it's part of the world. It's not just like an amusement park that they're visiting.
And also, like, if you are a King of the Hill fan, you know that as the show went on, it became a lot less episodic and much more story driven, especially in the later seasons. And this definitely follows more in that claw.
And even if it is like a little episodic, there is a background story still going through it.
And even in those episodic moments, that shit still carries over. So like, it's not entirely episodic, which is why, despite this being a comedy, we can actually cover it, because there is a full through line and stuff. But yeah, so go ahead, Brian.
I was just gonna say, with comedies like that, like even the ones that have a plot, there is sometimes like a line that you have to like hover, because sometimes you can have like a through line that we can cover like this, and sometimes there is still a through line, but it's not like big enough that we could cover. I mean, case in point, just look at our Sakamoto Days episode.
Yeah, Futurama was one of those ones where we treated it a little differently, because it was like we kind of just highlighted some of our favorite episodes as opposed to like talking about a plot, which I mean it's kind of just inherent to Futurama structure, so like I'm not gonna put that within the comparison that I'm making to the King of the Hill revival. But yeah, so that's just for comparison's sake. But yeah, so I guess needless to say, like from all three of us, it definitely gets the King of the Hill season 14 gets the Channel Chaser seal of approval. All right, cool. Yep. All right, good. Okay, I'm glad. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so
He'll be more unhinged as she ages.
yeah. So all right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So you've been warned, y'all. Spoilers. I've never liked Peggy. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I've never liked her. She is the character that annoys me the most. Only time I like Peggy is when Peggy is paired with Dale. Peggy and Dale is one of my favorite duos of all time.
And this woman butchers another language.
Yeah, those poor Arabic people.
But still, one of my favorite lines from her is one of my favorite lines from this season is one of her first, where she's like, I've been called a 5 my whole life.
Out of 10.
She doesn't know that.
I know she does, but
He thinks she knows everything.
oh my god,
Yeah.
she's so annoying. I mean, I know that's the point, that's her gag, and that's what makes her funny. Like, it's not that she wasn't funny, but Peggy always pisses me off. Because Peggy just never thinks her shit stinks.
Well, also, I think one of the things that they addressed in this is that Bobby was always able to help calm her down. And with the fact that Bobby's grown and not living in the house no more, that doesn't happen as much. But that one episode,
that is one of the interesting things I like about this season. The empty nest of it all. I like Peggy and Hank rediscovering each other as people.
Yeah, and retirement at their ages, because definitely for Hank, he's been a workhorse type of guy where he doesn't feel value if he's not doing something.
Which is like, and that's so deep, but also like so Hank that like he's grappling with the sense of purpose. And also you got to think about it like this. He worked so hard that he was able to retire in his 50s. On average, folks, people don't retire until they're at least 65. So like, Hank, that's how hard Hank worked. And I really like that Hank in this season is really starting to learn to open up more and be more vulnerable. Not only I loved him like being able to share like the struggles he went through with that young couple. I thought that was really cool.
Even though they put him and Peggy on blast, which was hilarious.
Yeah. And him, I was a little worried about the Manosphere episode, but it was so well done. It was so well done.
Yeah.
Because like what the show did is it didn't just make a joke out of how stupid Andrew Tate is. It shows you how this ideology and this rhetoric does target vulnerable men, and especially vulnerable young men who are still kind of trying to figure out how they feel towards women and like how to approach them, and like
how it mimics like some of the more toxic stuff from yesteryear,
and also like how like the big reason like Hank is fighting against this is because he wants to prevent GH from turning into their dad. Because hearing that same rhetoric, he had a PTSD flashback to Cotton.
Yeah, GH was talking like their dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you have that one scene where he's like, well, this is what happens when you get a mediocre wife.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, yo!
I mean, you're not wrong, Cotton, but
Also,
but that particular episode, it also, when Hank was like, okay, that way, in his own way, he wanted to bond with his brother, well, his youngest brother.
Yeah.
So he said, in his own Hank was like, okay, if you could promise that you would practice all of these here, because he saw like
because at face value that it definitely like checks all the conservative boxes. Like, oh yeah, these are all traditional values I can get behind.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the grift, right? You fucking they sell you on the traditional conservative like masculine values, when really what they're doing is poisoning these poor lonely fucks who
also
never felt the touch of a woman.
Well, some of those motherfuckers were just dumb.
Yeah,
like,
and dumb.
Like, that one motherfucker was like, lied about his height? Like, bro.
Yeah.
Just your height, king.
Yeah, there are women that like short kings, bro. Relax.
And then you had Phil Lamar, who was still hung up with his ex-wife.
Yep.
All because he's buying fucking swords. More than he.
Which I get it, but still.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
You can relax.
And then also that one guy's like, yeah, a lot of my jokes are misogynistic.
Inherently misogynistic. I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was an episode that surprised me because I was like, oh, here we go. Let's see how they tackle the modern topics. So
here's the thing about that episode, right? Is how Hank basically tore apart that one motherfucker by saying, your mom helped you, bitch.
Yep.
Which, yet again, like I said, this show, like, even the, like, most, like, conspiracy theory, like, people have good to them, like, because the reason why Hank found out about that was because he was like, Dale, do your thing.
Man.
Dale get information on anybody. But also the best in that particular episode is like, you need to get it. You can ask your mom to get you a shirt that won't suffocate your nips. Because they're crying, bro.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, that shit was funny. I actually think King of the Hill did a better job of making fun of Tate and his tater tots more than South Park. Because, like, South Park's Andrew Tate episode, it was funny, but it was very surface level. This actually connected on a deeper level and still had an overall, like, kind of message to it. Like, that's the other thing that I really enjoyed about King of the Hill is, well, at least this particular season, is none of these episodes felt pointless. You know what I mean? Every episode served
Yeah.
a story, like had a point. There was a reason for it. There was no filler in this episode, in any of these episodes.
Yeah, like you were talking about, like Hank's journey. Part of it is discovering that this new generation might not be, it is still foreign to him, but they have their ups. Like the episode where he went to the football camp with the god dang vegan.
I want more of that character. I mean, I want to see that character more. Maybe it's because I like all the girls, but like I want to see more of that character. Because the thing I like about that character, she doesn't have to be with Bobby, but I really like her bond with Hank.
Yeah, her name is Willow.
Yeah, Willow. Yeah, I really like Willow, and I really like her bond with Hank because her bond with Hank very much reminds me of, like, you know, what Hank wishes that he had, a little bit of what he wishes he had with Bobby, but also what Hank wishes he had with Cotton.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
And I think it's really sweet.
But also, it's a little bit different. Like the 2 times that he walked in on her.
Yep.
One time she was just completely naked, and the other time
She dropped a deuce on Jerry Jones's desk.
yeah. Which I love how they were like, it happened again.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, he owns the Cowboys. The Cowboys suck dick. So like, that does not surprise me. Just with how much the Cowboys throw, it does not surprise me that people have shit on Jerry Jones's desk. Multiple people. I know I'm speaking sports, but yeah, I found that joke hilarious as someone who can't stand the fucking Cowboys. Yeah, like
And also, that also caused Hank to bond more with Bobby.
Yep. It's like, okay, maybe she is a little too intense. I'm good.
But here's another episode that makes me kind of chuckle is when Hank picked up brewing beer as a hobby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which, okay, so I love fucking Mr. Robinson.
Oh, Keith David's character.
Yeah, Keith David's character.
Yeah.
Mr. Robinson is the shit. I want him in more stuff. The fact that he was like in an
Exactly.
R&B cover band.
Yeah,
like,
that part was lit.
I want to know more about this guy.
An R&B cover band that can cover other genres when it wants to.
Yeah.
Can also like, mix in.
They did.
other, like,
They did it, and they also did cover R&B covers in Laotian. Like, good for y'all. Diverse palette. Like,
And the best thing about that particular episode is that the fact that Min and Khan got divorced before their big 30th wedding anniversary. I find that hilarious.
that was hilarious. I love that Khan is the new Bill. I can't wait to see what comes of that.
Which by the way, did you notice?
Bill will always be Bill though, bro.
Oh man,
Yeah.
dude, I did not think. I was gonna say I did not think Bill could get worse, but Christ on a cracker.
That man, after COVID, became the biggest shut-in. Quite literally.
Yep.
Like, bro's hair went crazy. His nails went crazy.
He turned into
You
Jabba
forgot the word window.
He turned into Jabba the Hutt, bro. It was ridiculous.
Not to say that getting a bit of extra poundage is a bad thing.
I mean, it is when it's unhealthy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but in Bill's case,
That shit was unhealthy.
But it wasn't just that. It was also messing with his mental. Like I said, he forgot what the word window was.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it. You lost Hank, but you have other best friends that are literally right there.
I think it
also,
was also a Peggy thing, because
I mean, I know but come on, Bill. That thing was unrequited over 20 years ago. You can relax. That was never gonna happen.
I do wonder though, was that moment finally closure for him?
I mean, I hope. I mean, he concocted a whole fake life and funeral. I hope it's done. All right, so they were very ambiguous with this, and I want to know you guys' opinion. Are John Rencorn and Nancy still fucking? Cause like,
I think they're still
cause,
fucking.
I think they still fucking.
Cause like they made it a big thing in like towards the end of the original show that like Nancy was like, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that anymore. So I was very confused, and I was seeing like the Nancy's like little real estate thing. I'm like, oh, are they fucking again? Are they fucking now? What's
that
going on?
YouTube comment? It's like there's no way it happened. Of course, playing that pipe.
Yeah, right.
Wild
Yeah.
comment out of there.
Yeah, no, but like because I don't know, 'cause if so, I don't know how to feel about that, because like I get the joke and it's still funny, but like Nancy went through some serious character development, and I don't want to have to hate Nancy again.
Well, to be fair,
Joseph, you are a grown-ass man. Can't you use your own eyes?
I mean, to be fair, Joseph takes after his dad.
yeah, he takes after fucking Dale, bro. And also, this 21-year-old man is dumb as shit.
Man,
I'm the only white guy.
Oh my god.
I do gotta say,
That is the funniest.
this show.
This is funny as shit. I mean, technically, he is still white. Nancy is white, so like, he's not wrong.
The
Rancors are more of the genes in that situation.
but I will say that one of the things about this show is the new supporting characters.
Oh, dude, no, hold on, real quick, while we're talking about Joseph, my favorite joke with Joseph was when they're watching the couple that's having an affair across the balcony. He's like, man, people need to keep their extramarital affairs to themselves. I was just like, oh, you sweet child, you still haven't changed.
You dumb fucker.
And then Joseph might be my favorite supporting character. He's just so fucking funny, bro.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing that drives me up the wall crazy, especially since he took after Dale so much. And I gotta bring back the beer episode again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Generational divide between the guys in beer.
Yeah.
Which I do still think that all beer is piss
All
water.
beer tastes like piss. I hate.
Yeah.
I hate beer.
And I agree with Bobby when it comes to most alcohol. It should at least tell a story, but I know
Look, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what people say. Fruity drinks are bitch drinks. Well, guess what? Fruity drinks are delicious, and I love them. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fruity drinks are the only drinks that I can drink.
Ugh.
Because the taste of alcohol, I can't handle it.
I don't mind the taste of alcohol. Like, I'm not gonna say I like it. I definitely prefer fruity drinks, but
Yeah.
like, I don't like beer. Beer's just nasty to me. But
Oh yeah. I can agree with
And
that.
I bet money if we had a conversation about alcohol with any of our fathers, they would have a different opinion of alcohol to us.
fair.
And that's exactly how this episode plays out.
Oh yeah, it was super relatable.
But
And
also
then-
that
it's all about-
episode, the point of that episode is the more things change, the more they stay the same. Because
Yeah.
the way that tying it back to Dale.
I love that both Gribble men.
Joseph.
I like that both Gribble men were the espionage person for their specific hill. That was so
And
fucking
also,
great.
they were doing it against their hill's
Yep.
permission.
And I gotta say, Joseph is better at it than Dale. He fucking disappeared into that was some ninja shit. He disappeared into a fucking trash bag.
Yep.
Yeah, mad respect. And also finding out that 2 of the judges were having extramarital affairs.
Yeah, that's where the joke came from. Man, disgusting. People need to keep their extramarital affairs to themselves.
And then people just look.
Aw, man.
And the funniest thing about that particular joke was like it was between 2 of the male judges, and Joseph's like, "Yeah, I was surprised too."
Yep. Oh man.
It was so.
Also, I like to continue on this topic. I like how the relationships they still are the same ones we know and love, but they are also updated. Like, Chain used to be this dickhead bully that was fucking, a problem for Bobby. He's still a dickhead bully, but he's now a dickhead frenemy.
And business partner.
Yeah.
And business partner.
In big quotation. Because really, Bobby does all the work, Shane takes all the credit.
Yeah, so here's the thing about that.
The only reason why Shane and Bobby have that business is because of Ted.
Yeah, because Ted's funding it. And the other thing I like is that obviously Ted, Shane and Bobby's relationship is very similar to Buck and Hank's, but unlike Hank, Bobby is not gonna take Shane's shit. He doesn't disrespect Shane or Ted, but he definitely sasses them, which I appreciate. Like, I love when Bobby's like, for a silent partner, you sure do yell at me a lot.
Yeah.
And I really like the cultural appropriation episode.
Oh my god.
That was my favorite because of all the it had so many good unexpected twists.
Yeah, like the random hermit.
That's one of the Fitty Men. He's one of the Fitty Men. That's crazy. It's like wait, you said your last name is Hill? Yeah. Any relation to Cotton Hill? Yeah, that's my grandpa. That's my grandpa. He gunned down he machine gunned my grandfather. So wait, he was one of the Fitty Men? I was like, oh shit.
So that still adds on to like the mystery of how much of the war did Cotton participated.
I mean, he participated in enough to lose his shins.
Well, yeah. To what was Cotton's words exactly there?
I don't remember, and I don't want to repeat it because there were probably slurs in there.
Yeah, but also he did go to Japan.
Oh,
and that's
also. Yeah. Also, shout out to Mike Judge for acknowledging continuity when they had the settlement and we actually brought up Junichiro. I was like, oh shit, Junichiro.
Yeah. Yep. The eldest out of all of Cotton's kids. That's great. Love Junichiro.
Man.
And these are my good Hank and Hank.
So does that mean you're bad Hank? No, just Hank.
But yeah, you talk about like
but
the growing of.
Isn't the best part about that cultural appropriation episode when Bobby was calling Mr. Yoshida?
Oh man, fucking Chain, but he's black.
And then he explained like, but I was raised by my parents who were Japanese. They adopted me, so I have a better understanding of the culture than you. I was actually raised in Japan.
Yeah, man, and then the shit like, man, if there was a Malaysian martial art, I'd use to kick your ass. It's like there is. It's like, don't tell me about my culture, fucking Shane.
Fucking Shane. But yeah, all the characters evolved. Like we briefly mentioned it, but Khan. Which did you notice something about Khan?
I mean, he has a new voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was announced prior. So I knew that. It's still a little. It's still off. I don't.
It is, but I like that actor. We've seen him in a lot of stuff.
Oh no, that actor's great. I'm just saying, it just doesn't. It doesn't fit.
Ronnie Yen, I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
He showed up on the podcast. What?
That's my problem, right? It's not that he doesn't sound right. He sounds too young.
True.
He sounds too young. Khan is in his 50s. He should sound like an older. He should sound older. I'm not.
But he sounds younger.
He sounds
younger.
Yeah, it's weird. That's what threw me off. It's like, why does he sound so young?
This is not like Benjamin Button type shit.
Yeah. But
going off like the first Peggy line ever of the revival.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. Right.
Like, your spouse should tell people on the plane about what's going on with you.
Yeah. That's a HIPAA violation. Don't talk about your husband's urethra on the plane, bro. The funny part is, I watched this on a plane. I watched the whole season on my 6-hour flight, 7-hour flight to California.
I watched it in spurts. But one thing I want to point out back to the cultural appropriation episode is the way the episode ended. Everyone didn't get big mad.
Yeah,
and
because the thing is, it's not appropriation if there's love put into it, right? Like it does. That's not what matters. Yeah.
There's a difference between appropriation and appreciation.
Exactly.
And Bobby appreciated all the flavors that he made in his restaurant.
Like shit.
And And the whole crux of that episode is because Hank was big mad that Bobby didn't use propane.
Which I think is hilarious.
But here's another crazy thing to me. Do you know who I thought was gonna be dead in this revival?
Who?
That made a surprising comeback in the last episode of the season?
Who?
Fucking Buck.
Yeah, I thought Buck was gonna be dead too. He's kicking still, and he was still able to invest in the Boar No More.
Now
Yeah.
he's got a caretaker, but he's still kicking,
Yeah.
which she was funny.
Oh yeah.
It's like, Mr. Strickland, you need to do this.
He's like, your heart rate's going up, and you can tell now that it's like when his heart rate goes up, he knows he's getting the idea in his head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which poor Hank.
Also, I again, like, you know, some characters didn't change too much, but a lot of it is like in the subtle stuff, like Boomhauer being a dad.
Yep.
And I like the idea that Boomhauer is trying to balance out, trying to be a cool, like, stepdad.
Yeah.
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior mad at all.
Yeah.
Be cool.
He just
Like
wanted-
when he got addicted to non-alcoholic
yeah,
beer.
non-alcoholic beer. That shit was so funny. And she's like, I don't understand what you said, but I just want to be cool like you, Boomhauer.
And he's like, oh, dang, oh.
Oh, dang on, man. I was just trying, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Oh.
Yeah.
The soccer episode.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love that Hank got into soccer.
Yeah, Hank, while in Saudi Arabia, with the pristine field.
Which makes sense because he loves his lawn. So like the pristine grass and stuff, like, you know, reminds him of that. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's totally Hank.
And also the fact that he was working on the field's propane tank.
Yeah.
And then he lots of the sauce of soccer and he learned the rules.
Yeah, totally Hank.
Crazy. Hank learned how to love soccer and
To be
and
fair,
then he learned it.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I mean, I don't like soccer isn't one of the sports that I like, but like I know a lot of people that love soccer, and even people that love soccer don't know the rules to soccer.
Being Hank, he actually learns the rules.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Oh man. And then it somehow like becomes like a good spark for him and Peggy. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
And also, fucking Dale lost his mind. He's like, he became a soccer player.
that subplot was so fucking funny.
Yeah, and also for
And
whatever
it's
reason,
like, oh man, I love that shit. Like, oh Bill, I'm never eating anything that's been in your house.
because no one trusts the food that come out of fucking Bill's house.
I wouldn't trust that shit either, to be honest with you.
Oh no.
Oh man, okay, so last but certainly not least, I want to talk about the one thing I have a problem with. I don't like that they're doing Connie and Bobby again. I don't like it personally. It falls back on this thing that I complain about all the time. Maybe this is just because I'm bitter and old and my first love didn't work out, but that's unrealistic, dude. Don't go back. I don't care. I don't care that Willow didn't work out, but like, it doesn't have to be Connie, dude.
I do like how they did address it though at the end though, where it's like we're different people. So I was in love with you when we were kids. We need to learn who each other are now. I like that aspect, but overall, the concept of them being together.
I never liked them as a couple. I like them hanging out and being wholesome. Like when she was just chilling with her like Bobby and Joseph and doing voices for the adulterer couple. That was great. I'm cool with her being a homie. I think they're great friends. You can have a female friend, but like her and Connie just never made sense to me. Also, I really feel like they missed an opportunity with Connie with the ethical non-monogamy thing because it's interesting. And I think it was handled really well, but I feel like it was very one-sided. I feel like they just used it as a way to show, oh no, that's not what she really wants. What she really wants is to be with Bob. No, what if she actually is like what if that is her preferred mode of relationship?
Yeah, I kind of think that might be the case.
Because I think that makes more sense for her because because Connie is a very driven and dedicated person, and so because she's so career focused, I don't think she has time to commit. So ethical non-monogamy makes sense for this type of person, right? There's a difference between like someone who it actually makes sense for their lifestyle and somebody like Chain who is just a fuckboy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely a boy.
I totally get that.
Cause like I feel like they kind of just angled it in a way to be like, oh no, that's clearly not what she wanted, especially because like how Willow shitted on it like right off bat, like, oh no, that's just an excuse for college girls to get side dick. Like, you're not wrong, but I actually do think Connie is giving it legitimate thought, because I don't think Connie like ever just does something to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that might actually be her thing. Now, if this turns around and like we find out, because she straight up told Bobby, you're not E&M material. So maybe that'll come back around and like they won't end up together. I don't want them together. Like, it does not have to be Willow, but just don't let it be Connie. It could be Joseph for all I care. Like,
I get that, but I don't like that they're doing it, but the way they are doing it, I think, is like it could be worse.
oh, it definitely could be worse. Like, it's not poorly handled, but like if I have to pick something I don't like about this season that I really like, it's got to be this. This is not one thing
Also,
I'd have an issue with.
Minor irk about the whole, since we're talking about negatives. While I did really like the Manosphere episode, it didn't feel finale-y.
Yeah, it just felt like another episode. It did feel like just like
It wasn't the final episode. That was the
Yeah.
Boar episode.
oh yeah, Bore No More was the last episode.
Oh, that's right.
Bore No More was the last episode.
Which that one still felt a little,
Well,
but
Well,
Okay, so-
I mean, but the thing about King of the Hill is King of the Hill has never really had like finale feeling episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've never structured themselves like that.
true.
So, like,
Also,
absolutely.
we do know,
I didn't really expect that out of them. So like, I'm not gonna
I
hold
do
that
know
against
that
them.
there is going to be a season 15.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I'm not gonna hold that against them. They don't do the Futurama thing where their finales are the big showstopper. Like, it's usually just
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah, and I see also the way that Shane pretty much used his and Connie's relationship, and the way he
yeah.
breakup was so scummy
Oh,
and
yeah.
just gross.
And I think that's the real reason Connie's with Bobby. Not to say that their thing isn't genuine, but I think a lot of it really does stem from the fact that like Bobby genuinely cares about her, as opposed to Shane, who like was just using her for appearances. Which, I mean, to be fair, he always was, even when they were kids.
Yeah, and it became worse in their college years
Yep.
because Bobby in college. I don't think Joseph. Oh,
Yeah, I mean that boy's
Well,
too.
he works in construction.
He just went straight to the workforce. Yeah, which, I mean, good for him, because like that boy's too dumb for his own good. He needs a helmet.
Yeah,
I'm glad he went into a field where he's required to have a helmet, because that boy needs a helmet.
that's crazy.
Am I wrong?
Also, the fact that Joseph is one of those like people that never fully develops facial hair.
Yep.
Yeah, well, true. The best part, I have to say this because it's connected to the overall tone of the show.
Uh-huh.
I have to spoil this for the folks at home. Dale was the male of Arlen for 36 hours.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious. And then he denied his own election.
He became an denier.
That's so fucking funny and so fucking Dale. And also another thing I want to praise King of the Hill for. My God, it would have been so easy to. There's so much low-hanging fruit with the Trump shit. They didn't do any of it, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Maybe they're saving it for next season, but I really feel like they're cooking. I think they didn't do it because they're really trying to cook something with it. But like, I'm so glad they didn't go for any low-hanging fruit. I mean, the closest thing we got was the Bush Museum episode.
Yeah, so here's the one thing about Hank that I can really appreciate as a character. and as like an actual conservative.
Yeah.
Well, being conservative, aside from myself, I'm more progressive, but it's all about integrity.
Oh yeah,
and that's
like that is the thing that is the thing a lot of people don't get. Not to get too deep into this because I don't want to steer us too much into political territory. But again, the show itself is inherently political. You know, Mike Judge has said straight up, like, you know, Hank would not be a Trumper because, I mean, let's be honest, to just dip our toes into it a little bit. Actual conservatives hate that motherfucker.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Yeah, and he's like gone on record, like saying that the reason why Hank wouldn't like him is because he's a bad businessman.
Yep.
He has no integrity.
And he doesn't treat his employees well. Like, that's another big thing too.
And also, it is something that Hank himself has made in the past, where ultimately, even though Bush Jr.
Bush the second.
Yeah, Bush the second was actually in King of the Hill to play himself, and when Hank shook, he said his handshake was limp,
It's a limp handshake.
but he still ended up voting for Bush Jr., which is hilarious. It was hilarious to me.
Oh, that's so good. It was so good.
He voted
Yeah.
for Bush Jr., which was comical.
But yeah, like I love this show, and I'm glad it's back, and I think this was the perfect. They couldn't have picked a better time to bring it back because
Also,
we need
didn't
this
talk about
levity
it.
in the world, man. We really do.
Yeah, one element of the show that we hadn't talked about, but I still liked, was the updated intro.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will say I am glad. Even though like I would like to see I want to see Gracie at some point. I would like to see Gracie at some point. I know obviously they're gonna retire Luann and Lucky because both actors have passed. But I would like to see Gracie at some point.
Yeah, I would like to see Gracie too, because this would play, I would say, I think they said 8 years.
Yeah, it's about
After.
it's 8 years. Because
Bobby's 20, Bobby, Connie, and Joseph are 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
And GH I think is 15.
Yeah, 15, 16.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
I think Gracie is around the same age, if not a little younger than GH.
Yeah, she would have been at least a newborn to almost a year old when the show ended.
Yeah.
So she would have just been born, so she could either be 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which, speaking about Hank Jr., I hope that
Good Hank.
You mean good?
Good Hank. Good Hank, not Hank Jr.
Good Hank, sorry. Good Hank. The way that Good Hank ended.
No. I mean,
mom
it's guaranteed.
will have a bigger
It's
role.
guaranteed we're gonna see more of him because they're gonna work on that car. Like that's not gonna go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope we get more into.
I definitely want to
his
see.
mom.
I definitely want to see. I'd want to get into his mom. Too soon?
Edie?
Hey man, Cotton had good taste.
Also, you don't want to be like Bill, man.
I mean, let's be. Don't do that to me. She would not have shut me down. She would not have shut me down like she shut down Bill. That was crazy. I can't read. I'll help you sound it out.
Like Bill, and the best part about Bill this entire season was the con episode.
Dude, the con episode
Oh
was
yeah.
the con
Would you
episode.
talk about continuity? I love
Yes.
Khan still holds a hate boner for Bill because dated his mom.
Yep, dated his mom. Yep. And so much so that he was not allowed in the wedding anniversary.
Well, not only that, but then the bodyguard at the security was given an image.
Yep. Oh, so good. I love it. All right, so final thoughts and ratings, gents. Final thoughts and ratings. I'll start. I'm giving it a solid. Oh man, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Giving it a 9.5. The only thing that's keeping it from a 10 is the annoying ass Connie stuff and Peggy. The show will never be a 10 because Peggy exists.
Fair enough. I'm in a similar vein because they cranked up Peggy's narcissism.
She is the worst. I mean, look, she was bad before, but oh my god, she's so terrible now.
Age did not improve.
The only time that I liked her was the CAT scan episode.
There are only two. The only time that I like her is whenever she's paired with Dale. Born No More, she was alright. I liked her there. And I liked her when she was doing that bed bug scam with Dale. Even though that was fucking grimy.
Yeah.
And Also, the best part of she was trying to think about the telenovela with
Oh,
the reboot
she was so wrong. Like, it's a Christmas episode, Peggy. No one's getting kidnapped.
And she's like, how do you know? There were subtitles.
And she's like, oh, that's so funny. The subtitles are wrong. No, Peggy, you're wrong. Please stop insulting my culture.
And that one time where she got mad at Hank for not lying for her so she could get a job.
Oh my god, dude, Peggy's the worst.
That Peggy was just going crazy for no reason. Like, what did you do for me? Why didn't you lie for me? It's like, bitch, what?
You know the man you married. He's not a liar.
He's not gonna lie for you. He's not gonna really lie at all. He's gonna try his damnedest not to lie.
Oh man, but yeah. So 9.5 for me. I'm
9.5 for me too.
Yeah,
Hat trick or what's going on, man?
you're right. There aren't that many bad things about it, and the stuff that is there is minor.
It's really small. Yeah, that's why I was like.
I think we are breaking the trend of giving 10s, but we aren't breaking the trend of hat tricks.
All right.
Yeah!
Pattern continues. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right.
Hat trick.
But yeah.
But at least with the podcast, we would not be facing a revival anytime soon.
Yep. Nope. You're stuck with us as long as YouTube keeps our channel up and the AI overlords don't erase us.
But we will find ways to give you quality entertainment by other means necessary. The podcast will not go away, folks. That much I can say for sure.
No.
But
We were just on vacation.
yeah, we were just on vacation.
And you know, this episode we talked about the revival of a TV show, and next week we will be talking about a TV show about a revival. We will be covering Revival
Season 1.
Okay.
Look forward to that. Everybody, if you guys aren't aware, it's on Peacock. So if you have Peacock, go watch it on there.
Is it on Peacock?
It's on Peacock. I checked.
Okay.
I watched it earlier today.
All right.
That
Cool.
means I have to go watch it at some point.
Make sure
It's
you.
only 8 episodes.
It's 8 episodes. Yeah, I'm already about halfway through. I finished episode 3 and I'm gonna start episode 4 probably sometime later this weekend.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they're about and it's not that long of a watch, folks. I think they're like about like the episodes I watched were about like 40-ish minutes long, 40, 45, like your standard hour episodes, like
Hour with commercials.
hour with commercials. Yeah.
Oh, with commercials. God damn.
Yeah. Well,
Well, because this was on Stiffy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Yeah. Siffy still exists.
Although they're probably barely hanging on.
Although, like the one thing I will say though, I'm not holding my breath. The show, don't get me wrong, show's good. I've seen 3 episodes. I like it. I'm not holding my breath because sci-fi has burned me too many times with good TV shows. I already know that I'm gonna get so pissed at the end of this season. Because they're going to put a fucking cliffhanger and we're not going to get a season 2. I'm calling it.
I'm going to pimp slap somebody if I don't get fucking closure.
Well, they are running out of hits because they did recently end Resident Alien.
So maybe this will stick around. Who knows? I'm rooting for it. I love Melanie. Winona Earp was one of our favorites, obviously, and Revival is one of my favorite like indie horror books. Within the last decade or so. I wouldn't call it a zombie book, but I would definitely say it falls in the indie horror category. And remember to enunciate, folks, because you don't want to get you don't want to be like Brian and get caught in 4K.
Remember, folks, don't be a Brian. Enunciate your words.
That should be a T-shirt. Especially when the show has a female lead, you want to enunciate the word horror.
Oh, you want to enunciate your words there.
Yeah.
That's for next time.
Yeah. Until then, we'll catch you later. Peace.